the engineering chief. He called me, Ramkrishna Rao Garu. He called me in the morning and said this is a very important topic because he served as engineering chief. He has gone through many issues connected with the geotechnical engineering, which would have called for changes in the design, changes in the project cost due to variations in the soil conditions. We engineers know we write due to site conditions. In fact, that's a very wrong word we use in our reports. What is site condition which you have not investigated? If we have not investigated our project design. In fact, we engineers ourselves many times say compound wall doesn't require a foundation, a boundary wall, a security wall, which starts, and we see maximum percentage of failures in structures is compound wall actually, which is unreported anytime. In fact, I had an experience in Bangalore in one of the projects where falling of compound wall has resulted in a loss of 10 crores. You may wonder why 10 crores? Because we all park our Benz BMW cars on the side of the compound wall. And when it falls on the cars. Compound wall may be cheap, but it can affect so much. Like we are seeing drones now in Iran. So compound wall, next move is the flooring actually. We all, not we, the layman thinks that flooring rests on the ground. Why it requires soil investigation? But we all ignore the consolidation. We all ignore the soil settlements. And compound wall flooring design also requires geotechnical investigation. And next comes our highways, roads, and bridges. Next comes our buildings. We have seen in Hyderabad, everybody thinks Hyderabad has got a very good soil below. And so there are many projects where buildings were executed with one-page report of a geotechnical engineer. And we have seen 3 failures in Hyderabad in the last 2 decades due to soil failure, actually. So we take it for granted. Engineering is never to take it for granted. It requires thorough investigation, and we have the codes to be followed. In fact, this was the initiation by Professor V.S. Raju. He talked to me, he said, we are having this problem, Surya Prakash, and he wanted to explain the importance of geotechnical investigation and recommendations next. We have seen, I am sure most of us will come across geotechnical investigation report with a recommendation of pile foundation. Suppose as a structural engineer, I feel that the pile is not required. I can go for open foundation, depending on the soil report only. Can I ignore the recommendation of geotechnical consultant, or should I ask the geotechnical consultant to revise the report in his recommendation? So like that, we come across so many issues. I am not talking about this subject, but I am opening the subject today for all of you, which our speakers today will be covering their experience, expertise in the geotechnical investigation. That's why we requested Professor Jagdish also, who is the assessor of NABL certified labs actually. So we also have to know about the labs testing that is required. We also should know about investigation, what type of augers we have to use for boring. Even the type of auger can affect the results of SPT, as we know. So these are all the things we thought we will update our professionals with the information gained by these experts. Both experts are octogenarians, and they have experience of more than 60 years in the field of geotechnical investigation and recommendations. So let us take benefit of their presence and utilize and draft the recommendations. I request convener to draft the recommendations out of this event, and we'll send it. And the Institution of Engineers is taking lead in this by bringing together all the associations, so that we thought that we can reach out to maximum number of professionals. I thank the chairman for giving me this opportunity.